What's up, Blue Jays fans? Today I'm going to be talking about who would be the second starter if the Blue Jays made it into the wildcard series. So as of right now, the Blue Jays are not in a wildcard spot, and it's kind of up in the air, but let's just say they do. Let's say Seattle falls off and they don't make it. The Blue Jays are heading to Texas for a 3-game series. Kevin Gausman starts Game 1. Who starts Game 2, though? It's Ryu, Kikuchi, Bassett, Berrios. I'm going to be talking about that, and I'm going to be telling you who I think should start in today's video. We're going to start it off with Yusei Kikuchi. He kind of seems like the fan favorite right now. Although he did have a rough start against Texas, he has still been a very, very good pitcher, and he's a lot more trustworthy than last year. Yusei Kikuchi in 28 games has 9 wins, 6 losses, 3.81 ERA, 153.2 innings pitched, 163 strikeouts, and a 1.25 whip. So they're pretty decent stats for somebody who had like a 5 ERA last year. Yusei Kikuchi has honestly been quite reliable, and he's been kind of dealing. He's honestly been very, very good for the Toronto Blue Jays. He's definitely possibly an option for Game 2. Next up is Jose Berrios. So Jose Berrios has been kind of in the same scenario of Yusei Kikuchi, where he had a very bad 2022, but has really bounced back in 2023. To come to think of it, actually, Berrios has had almost similar stats to Kikuchi too. With 29 games, he's 10-10, 3.63 ERA, 171 innings pitched, and 160 strikeouts with a 120 whip. He has been there before. He has had 2 games in the postseason for Minnesota. He's done quite good. So, once again, Jose Berrios, definitely an option. I think he could definitely make an argument for Game 2 starter. Next up is Hyunjin Ryu. What a story it has been. So, gets Tommy John, has a great year in 2021, has to get Tommy John, and he comes back and he's doing very, very well and is being a very good lefty. Only 8 games, not as much as the rest of the Blue Jays starters, but in those 8 games, he's 3-3 with a 2.93 ERA, only 40 innings pitched. Seems like Schneider's a little reluctant to make him go more than 5. 33 strikeouts and a 1.05 whip. So, pretty good stats. And he has had the most playoff experience with 6 games, a few for the Blue Jays, but most of them for the Dodgers. Ryu would also be a safe pick for Game 2. Now, last but not least is Chris Bassett. So Chris Bassett has had a few tough starts, but he's also had a few awesome ones. Chris Bassett is actually the Blue Jays got him mostly because he was consistent, but this year he's been quite inconsistent. So it's a little bit, you never really know, but he could just go off and throw another complete game, right? In 30 games, he's 14-8, so that's, I'm pretty sure, the most wins on the Blue Jays. He's got a 3.38 ERA. He's got 178.2 innings pitched, 161 strikeouts, and a 1.21 whip. So he's been a very solid pitcher for the Blue Jays, and he would also be a very, very good option. Also being a veteran, has been there before, 3 games, done pretty well. So after talking a bit and reviewing about all 4 of those options, who would be my pick? And it really depends on what happens in Game 1. Let's say Kevin Gausman goes 7 innings pitched and the bullpen is fine. They win. Then it's a different story than if they lose. So if the Blue Jays lose, then I'm going Jose Berrios because you need a win in that game or you are out. And Jose Berrios, I think right now, is the second best starter. I know Yusei Kikuchi hype, it's there. Everybody loves Yusei Kikuchi. I do too. I'm as big of a Yusei Kikuchi fan as the next guy, but Jose Berrios just seems like he has been a better pitcher this year. And let's say the Blue Jays win that game, then I'm definitely going Kikuchi in Game 3. But if they win the first game, Kikuchi fans, you'll be happy. That's who I'm going with. You say Kikuchi. Because then, let's say they win that game, then you got Jose Barrios, who's a very good starter, going up in the DS. So, and if they lose that game, you can get Jose Barrios going up in the third game. So either way, you kind of win. You've got some good pitchers who are probably going to get you a win. Right now, though, we don't even know if the Blue Jays are going to make it to the postseason. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. Please, if you enjoyed it, do not forget to like and subscribe. And go Blue Jays!